Hi, everybody.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Bethany.
And we are Ryan Bethany Board Game Reviews.
And today we'll be talking about The Feds. This is designed by Steve Finn and is published by Dr. Finn's Games.
All right, in this game, we are all divisions within the FBI, and we are trying to catch as many bad guys as possible. But there's kind of a tally going on. We're trying to want to be the
top echelon.
The division that does the best, that catches the best kind of bad guys, the most amount of bad guys.
Yeah, and a variety of bad guys.
That's right. In this game, we're going to be playing cards into these various parts of the board. There's a whole bunch of cities that you can play. At the beginning of the game, you're going to choose one of the cities that you're playing in, but all the cities have the same 4 locations that are going to be working and trying to catch these bad guys. All right, so then we're going to take turns as players putting down a mole within these gangs, and then eventually they're going to get revealed. We're trying to basically kind of do a area control situation. We're trying to have the most amount and the best quality of our agents in these various locations in order to catch the most bad guys. Once it's all revealed, once all these locations have been filled up, we're going to see who has the most control. They're going to get the first pick of choosing all these different bad guys. They get to take all of the meeples, all of the bad guys of one color from that location. Then it's go to the next person, the next person, the next person. Probably even going to come back to them if they were the person who had the most, and they can get more of those meeples so they can put them into their scorecard card at the end of the game.
Yeah, one of the things that's interesting about this, which Ryan didn't talk about yet, is that all of the games have different cities to play with, and that's going to change the setup of the game and do different variables. So even though that's the base rules, now you have all these different ways to play within those base rules. So you have a lot of different ways to explore this.
The rulebook for this game is very intuitive. It's very easy to read, very easy to understand. You'll be playing the game within 5-10 minutes tops of cracking open the box. I mean, the rules are just that simple, that easy to understand. Great examples, all that stuff right there in the rulebook. We're ready to roll.
And there's a lot of, the game has a blend of memorization and gambling because you're putting cards down and you know what you put down, but you don't necessarily, at least if you play like I do, you don't always remember what you placed down by the time it gets revealed. And you're like, oh yeah, that's what happened. And you don't know what other people have placed down. So you're kind of gambling between the numbers that you have of what you want to put and where, so you're trying to memorize things while you're also trying to take a gamble at things at the same time.
I really like the way that scoring happened in this game. When you are acquiring these meeples, some of them are a lot more plentiful, but they're not worth as much at the beginning. You have to get a lot of them before you get to the good scoring range. But then there's some meeples that are more rare, some certain colors of meeples that are more rare, and those, right out of the gate, are worth a whole lot of points. But at the same time, you kind of want to get a variety of different colors, because towards the end, when you're filling up this chart, there's kind of a little bit of diminishing returns. So if you just only focus on getting a whole bunch of pinks, towards the end of it, they're not, each one that you gain is only worth 1 or 2 points each. Yeah. Whereas if you wanted a variable of, went to one of the other colors and got some of those, it can be much more lucrative. So I like how the scoring kind of gave you a little bit of variety. You want to go for everything. You can go for quantity, you can go for quality, you can go for a mix. It's all viable.
If any of this sounds interesting to you, make sure to check out the Kickstarter so you can know what's happening, when it's happening, and more about the game.
Yeah, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out The Feds.
Bye.
Bye. You guys, thanks so much for watching. This game was provided to us by a publisher in exchange for a fair and honest review.
And if you want to see more stuff, check out over here to see something we think you might like.
And over here, we think that YouTube has picked out a great video for you you're going to love. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.